decided to take a trip today to Louisville, Kentucky to visit the Big Four Bridge, which is about 45 minutes from us. Unfortunately, it was a very windy day, so I decided to do a voiceover and tell you the history so you can still enjoy the video without all the noise. It's such a beautiful place to visit. It's also wheelchair accessible, and if you have children, there are several parks around the area for them to explore. The Big Four Bridge connects Louisville, Kentucky and Jeffersonville, Indiana across the Ohio River. The Big Four Bridge is a 6-span bridge totaling 2,525 feet in length with a clearance of 53 feet below. It was constructed in 1895 as a railroad bridge. The Big Four Bridge first provided rail access for freight and passengers traveling across the Ohio River between Louisville, Kentucky and southern Indiana. The bridge operated until 1968 when it was decommissioned and taken out of rail service, and it was converted to a bicycle and pedestrian use in 2014. The construction began on October 10, 1888. The Big Four Bridge would be the only Louisville bridge with serious accidents during this building. 37 individuals died during this construction. In December of 1893, the Big Four had one of the largest bridge disasters in the United States when a construction crane was dislodged by severe wind, causing the falsework support of the trusses to be damaged and the trusses with 41 workers on it to fall into the Ohio River. 20 of the workers survived, but unfortunately, 21 died. Hours later, a span next to the damaged span also fell into the river, but was unoccupied, thankfully, at that time. The Big Four was finally completed in September of 1895, but due to the various accidents, the Louisville and Jeffersonville Bridge Company was financially strapped after building the bridge. And later in 1895, they sold it to the Indianapolis-based Cleveland, Cincinnati, Chicago, and St. Louis Railway, also known as the Big Four. This gave the railway its first entry into the Louisville market. On September 12, 1905, the first interurban crossed the Big Four Bridge. And in January 14th of 1918, two interurbans collided on the Big Four Bridge in a blinding snowstorm, killing 3 passengers and injuring 20 aboard. Due to the increasing weight of all the rail traffic, contracts were finalized in June of 1928 to build a bigger Big Four Bridge, which opened on June 25th of 1929. The new Big Four Bridge was built on the piers of the old bridge as it sped up the time necessary to build the new bridge. The old one served to reinforce the new one as it was being built. During construction, the Big Four's unusual rail traffic was rerouted over the Kentucky and Indiana Terminal Bridge. The Big Four Bridge fell into disuse after the Big Four Railroad's parent company, the New York Central Railroad, was merged into the Penn Central in 1968. From July 1974 to January 1975, both approach spans were removed by the Detzel Construction Company of Cincinnati, Ohio, and were sold for scrap. As a result, the Big Four Bridge became the first Louisville bridge to fall out of use and gained the nickname Bridge That Goes Nowhere. In the 1990s, they proposed that the Big Four Bridge to be converted into a pedestrian and bicycle bridge as part of Louisville's Waterfront Park. In February of 2013, pedestrians were allowed to access the completed bridge from the ramp on the Kentucky side, and in May of 2014, the Indiana ramp opened as well. They also installed lighting along the bridge for safety, and during the night you can see the lights on the bridge as it can change to many different colors, and it is very beautiful to see. Between its closing as a rail bridge and its reopening as a pedestrian span, the bridge has seen occasional fires. 2 happened in the 1970s and one in 1987, which was caused by the Christmas lights that they had posted on the bridge to promote a toy drive. And the last fire that they have seen was in 2008. Since becoming a pedestrian and bicycle bridge, many locals come daily to get their daily exercise. Many come on their lunch breaks as well. The walk is not strenuous, it's very relaxing. From one side of the ramp to the other side is approximately 2 miles, so it'll take you at a regular walking pace approximately 35 to 40 minutes. It's just a very peaceful, relaxing walk. And as I said, on the Indiana side, you could stop at the local coffee shops or restaurants, just enjoy yourself. And we are very sorry that we had to cut a lot of the video out because of the wind, but we hope you at least enjoyed and learned some history of the Big Four Bridge. And we thank you for watching, and until next time, let's see what's out there.